Hi there, Tommy here. I'm so super excited to get you into this subject of closure. If you are stuck, this is absolutely the module for you. Now, I'm not promising to have you completely healed overnight, but I plan to give you some really good tools and some good perspective that I think you're going to really enjoy and help you out. But in order for this to work, you have to do the things I'm suggesting and not make this training into shelfware. You know, the kind that you buy, you listen to it, and then you never practice any of the steps. Capiche? You know what I'm talking about? So you got to really try to practice some of these suggestions that I bring up. I remember being right where you are, and if someone had sat me down and told me, hey, I know what you need. Take this and call me in the morning. I would have taken probably a whole bottle because I was willing to try anything to make the hurt go away. So my friend, I may not have the perfect elixir, but I do know what you need. So stay with me. I have two simple words too. Okay, these simple words are what you're going to need to keep in mind when you start to feel yourself slide down that vortex and into that funk that I call the swirl. So you want to know what those two words are? Well, they're two words that my dad always used to tell me, and I heard them quite often growing up, and I'll tell you what they are in just a minute. But first, let me finish introducing this module. This is the closure and the post-divorce process. It is my goal after this session not just to get you closer to closure, but to give you the tools to have you get there faster. We'll talk about closure and how to get it. We'll talk about going full circle with your ex so that if you aren't communicating now, you will know what to do to get communication back. And this is absolutely vital if you have kids together. So look forward to that. We'll talk about getting your life back. And by that, I mean that inner peace you've lost. So inner peace is one of those things that, you really don't know you have until it's gone. I think you kind of know what I'm talking about. So we'll talk about epiphanies. And lastly, we'll talk about from here forward. Okay, so see you in the next video. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't forget. See, you're still wondering what those two words are that my dad always used to say to me. So they were, my dad was pretty much the master of the obvious, and his voice could pretty much slap you with, had the same effect as cold water. And so when I would act up, my dad would always say, "Stop it." I can't even do it just right, but my dad, the emphasis he'd say on the first word "stop." He'd be like, "Stop it." And so when you feel yourself going down that funk, remember those two words, stop it. All right, so let's roll up our sleeves and forge Heartbreak Ridge together.